Hello, welcome to Reviews with Love, Christmas edition. So let's get right into the OWN network, A Christmas Stray. Now, I believe this is the last of the OWN network for the year. I believe they only had 3, so this is it. Alright, yes, A Christmas Stray. This one's got Ryan Nicole Brown playing Foster, who owns her own practice as a vet, and Andrea Fuller playing Ethan, who is a strategic consultant for a strategic consultant firm. So yeah, alright, so let's get right into this one. I would say I actually like this one. At first I wasn't sure how I was feeling about it, where it was going, but I did actually like it. I love Ryan Nicole. She's amazing. I definitely loved her portrayal of Misha Lay in the movie, and I watched her in Lincoln Heights as well. So I somewhat, not like all the way, but I watched quite a few things with her in it, and I instantly recognized her voice. I was like, I know that voice. So I was like, she's got a very distinct voice. But I liked her acting in it. It was so relaxed and everything. But before we get into all that, let's talk about what the movie was actually about. So Ethan is on his way to a resort in the mountains, like with got snow and all that. And on his way, he's driving, and he ends up like this dog runs out in front of the car, and in order to avoid hitting the dog, he ends up hitting a tree. So now his rental car is damaged, and now he's stuck. So a tow truck person or something, this lady, she comes in to help him out with his car, at least get him to the next spot for his car to be fixed. And she lets him know, it's probably going to be a while. There's no other cars, and he's like, well, I've got a meeting I've got to make. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, there's nothing we could do about that, but you can definitely find a place to stay and see if there's anything available the next day. So all in all, he decides, okay, fine. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it. Doesn't have any transportation to get to the resort. So he sees like the vet's office, like practice and everything. So he goes in there because now he's got this dog that won't stop following him. So he goes in there, and that's where he ends up meeting Foster. And Foster's like, well, where's your dog? Like, what dog is this? And stuff like that. He's like, it's not mine. He ran into the, front of the car, and I avoided trying to hit him and all that. So she's all like, oh, okay. She believes that she'll lie for him to keep the dog, but he's not really interested in doing so. So she ends up like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to see, if anyone tries to claim him. He didn't have a chip on him, and he also, so they start putting up flyers, like she starts putting up flyers really, and then he goes and helps her along the way. So really, all in all, it's this really small town. Foster used to live in the city, I believe it was New York, and she was all like, I think she had a lot of pressure from her parents and everything, marry the perfect guy, get the perfect job, all this stuff. And I think they were like preachers or something, I'm not too sure, but yes, get into a good family, all of that, and then raise your own. And then she realized that was not her dream, that was not what she wanted. So she decided, she'd been to this town before when she was in school, and she would stop by and everything, and she just really fell in love with the place, and that's when she ended up moving back to the town over there. So all in all, she's been really happy with her life. It's not like business is not booming like before, but she's very content with where she is because it's her life, it's her choice, her decision. Ethan is not quite used to that and is like, but he's slowly discovering what people are loving about the town, especially the people that are in the town and how close-knit everyone is. yeah, so all this time he's trying to still find a transportation to get to the resort. He's not able to find any, so at the same time he's spending a lot of time with Foster, and she's spending time with him, and then the dog is there. So that's really the premise of this one, and I really do think you should watch it because I loved it. Yeah, I ended up really liking it very much. Yeah, and I liked, as I mentioned, Ryan's acting. It's very like laid back, not like a lot of pressure, but I will say the blow up in this one was, you know, she put herself out there with him and stuff, and then it wasn't turning out the way, you know, she would liked and something, but she just sort of like, I think it was the way she just abruptly cut him off and just like, no, it's fine, yeah, it's okay, it's fine. Like, it was just sort of like, well, that was a bit weird, but all in all, I did like it. But I did like it wasn't just like donezo, you know, like that's it. She, you know, he's stuck in there. It's like, despite the fact that she keeps telling him, no, it's okay, go, like, leave me alone, that sort of thing. He kept coming like, no, I'm not, I can help. And like, he really stuck in there. He didn't just like, all right, and then went about his business, left and everything. Didn't even try, but he really did try. I mean, obviously he knew he had to get to his meeting, back to his life and everything, but, you know, he didn't just ditch her just because she, you know, just put herself out there, and that's not obviously what's gonna happen because he's got to go. So yeah, all in all, as mentioned, I did love it. I loved her acting, and he was really good too at some point. That sounds so bad. He was really good. It was casual, but I definitely think she did a great job. And I'm used to her form of acting, so that helps. So it's just very laid back and everything, and do check out her stuff. She's really good. But yeah, I definitely recognized her voice right away, and I was like, I believe that's her. She's got this, I don't know how to explain, but I could tell it was her, and I confirmed it. I was like, yep, got it, it is her. So yeah, it was a great movie, great one, own. Definitely, even though there was only like 3 movies, which works just perfectly for me with the hectic movie watching I've been doing of Christmas movies. But yeah, I would say I liked all 3, but definitely I like the what's it, A Sisterly Christmas and this one the most for me. Those 2 are my best of this year's for this one. So yeah, check it out for yourselves. A Christmas Stray, the OWN network. It's got Ryan Nicole Brown, Andrea Fuller, and yeah, so please check that out. Leave a comment if you like it, don't like it. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like this video, watch the others, and we'll see you next time. Thank you again for listening. God bless. Later.